Sugar.
Yeah, that's the great Pepper Harris there, and that's on the Aladdin record label. It's a little thing called I Got Loaded. Well, that's all in the past for me, guys. I don't know about anybody else listening out there, but, you know, being 56 years old, I try not to do that anymore, because as you get older, you know it gets a lot harder to do stuff like that. And boy, I do sometimes miss my youth, but there are things from my youth that I still can do at 56, and I'm quite sure all the men out there can agree with me and know what that might be, right? Yeah, that's right. Okay. Anyway, the Tony Jones Rock and Roll Radio Show. Let's go back now to the early days of rock and roll and rhythm and blues. This song goes back to 1954. And guess what? When rock and roll was born, yep, this song was in the delivery room with all the other early rock and roll the Clovers, yeah, and Devil or Angel. And of course, I prefer an angel in the kitchen and a devil in the boudoir, yeah. Well, I guess you other guys feel the same way too. Before that was Good Gold from 1954 from the Crows and a little thing called G. And yes, that song was in the delivery room when rock and roll was born, of course. Let's speed things up a little. Here's Joe Turner, Boss of the Blues. Let's a little shake, rattle, and roll for you.
Get out of that bed, wash your face and hands. Get out of that bed, wash your face and hands. Well, you get in that kitchen, make some noise with the pots and pans. Well, you wear those dresses, sun comes shining through. Well, you wear those dresses, sun comes shining through. I can't believe my eyes, all of this belongs to you. I believe to the soul you devil is not. I believe to the soul you devil is not. Well, Lord, I work fast and my money goes. I said shake, rattle and roll. Shake, rattle and roll. Shake, rattle and roll. Shake, rattle and roll. Well, you won't do right to save your doggone soul. Yeah, blood, I like a one-eyed cat peeping in the seafood store. I like a one-eyed cat peeping in the seafood store. But I can look at you and tell you ain't no child no more. Ah, shake, rattle and roll. Shake, rattle and roll. Shake, rattle and roll. Shake, rattle and roll. Well, you won't do right to save your doggone soul. I said over the hill, way down underneath. I said over the hill, way down underneath. You make me roll my eyes, baby, make me grit my teeth. I said shake, rattle and roll. Shake, rattle and roll. Shake, rattle and roll. Shake, rattle and roll. Well, you won't do nothing to save your doggone soul. Shake, rattle and roll.
Yeah, that's great gold there for you. The Boss of the Blues, the late but great Joe Turner. That's a great Atlantic Records recording artist there. And a little thing called Shake, Rattle, and Roll, a favorite of course, of Elvis Presley and Bill Haley in the comments there. And boy, what lyrics. I mean, I can, when you're wearing those dresses, the sun comes shining through. I can't believe my eyes, all that mess belongs to you. You're over the hill, way down underneath. You make me grit my teeth. God, what lyrics for the 1950s, right? God, from 1954. Yeah, and I'll tell you something. We all know, of course, what those lyrics mean. Those lyrics mean it's a couple making the beast with the two backs. You know what I mean? All right, you know, get it on and stuff. Of course, we all know that, and we're all smart enough to know. Now we're old enough now. And everything. And of course, they have to clean it up when Bill Haley in the comments and Elvis did it. They cleaned it up a little bit. We know that. But anyway, times have changed, so now we can say all these things, right? And record all kinds of crazy songs. And speaking of a crazy song, they say that this song is where we get the words doo-wop from for the music, for rhythm and blues vocal group harmony music. This is where we get the words doo-wop from. That's according to what I've heard. I mean, I don't know how true it is, but this is one of the only songs, or one of the very few, if not only songs, where they actually say the words doo-wop for the nonsensical lyrics that they sing in the background of the song. And yes, of course, I'm talking about the Turbans from 1955. Yep, on good old Harold Records. And it's a little thing called When You Dance. Yeah, another good song. It's one of the songs that you can hear the word doo-wop in. Listen carefully. You will hear it. Hear the Turbans.
When you dance, be sure to hold her tight. When you dance, you'll squeeze her, yeah, with all your might. Such a thrill, oh, when she's close to you. Well, hold her tight.
When you dance.
When you dance, you'll feel the warmth of her embrace. Then you'll know this feeling, yeah, it's no disgrace. Such a thrill, oh, when she's close to you. Well, hold her tight.
When you dance.
You may do a rumba or tango, mambo, calypso or swing. Lights are turned down low. You go hand in when you dance. Be sure to hold her tight. When you dance, you'll squeeze her, yeah, with all your might. Such a thrill.
When you dance.
Hold her tight. When you dance, you'll squeeze her, yeah, with all your might. Such a thrill, oh, when she's close to you. Well, hold her tight.
When you dance. Yeah, great goal there from the late, great Al Banks and the Turbans, and When You Dance from 1955. Just like I said, they say that they got the words doo-wop from that song. Wait, what? You didn't hear it? You gotta be kidding. Well, guess what? Here on the Tony Jams Instant Replay, I will replay it one more time in case you missed it. Here's Al Banks saying doo-wop in the song. Listen carefully. When you dance. Did you hear it? Well, you didn't. Well, just in case you missed it then, I'll play it one more time. Listen to the late, great Al Banks say doo-wop in the song of When You Dance. Listen carefully one more time. I will not repeat it again, I promise you. When you dance. All right, you believe me now? Okay, yes, that was the Tony Jams Instant Replay done twice. And that was the late, great Al Banks saying those words, doo-wop, as the background lyrics of the 1955 recording of When You Dance. Okay, see that? You learn something every day on my show. It's not just music and me jibber-jabbering on here and bending your ear. I try to give you some, at least, some information if I can. And I promise you that in the future broadcast, I will try to be a little bit more informative on certain songs and certain groups and singers. Yes, I want to educate you just like my friend, late great friend, president, founder of the United Group Harmony Association, Ronald Italiano, affectionately known as Ronnie I. He tried to educate me and everyone else, and yes, he did a good job. I knew Ronnie from My beginnings of the organization starting in September of 1980. I became a member in October of 1980 and stayed a member all the way until Ronnie's untimely death in 2008 at the age of 67, if I'm not mistaken. And unfortunately, cancer claimed him, just like it's claimed a lot of great people and a lot of great singers. And of course, I'm sure family members of all of you listeners and family members of myself too. But, you know, that's life. Anyway, here's some more gold from Faye Adams. And this is a song that Elvis liked, because she was a singer that Elvis enjoyed. And this is a little thing called Shake a Hand.
Just leave it to me. Don't ever be ashamed. Just give me a chance. I'll take care of everything. Your trouble
Yes, good gold there for you from 1958. That's from my Facebook friend. That's, of course, Vito McCone there and his elegance, a little thing called Little Star. Yes, that's what Judy Garland used to say to Mickey Rooney wherever she was looking for him on the set when he would come to visit her when she was filming The Wizard of Oz. She would say, "Where are you, little star? Where are you?" And Vito, people were saying, "Oh, yeah, that Vito can sing." But, yes, he's a good singer, but can he act? And the answer is, to that question, yes, he can. Because if you are fans of the music as much as I am a fan of this music of the 50s and 60s, and you remember a movie that came out about 1985. I know that WCBS-FM was promoting it very heavy because Mr. Norman Knight, who I also got to meet years ago, he plays a big part in that movie. And Vito Pacone is one of the singers and groups in that movie with his elegance. And that movie from 1985 that I'm talking of is a movie by the name of Joey. One name, Joey. Okay, and yes, it is available. It's available on DVD. And it's a good movie. I watch it all the time. It's got Vito and the Elegance in it. It's got Vito Balsamo and his group. Vito Balsamo, we know, is from the Vito and the Salutations. You know, we can't use that name anymore. But anyway, he was from that group, and he's in there. And the teenagers, Jimmy Merchant, Herman Santiago, they're in there. And the Silhouettes are in there. And a group called Yesterday's Today is the a cappella group, is a group that pretends to be Joey's father's group. They're all in there. It's a really good movie, and yes, Vito is in that movie, and he's also in another movie that you people may know, the 1990 movie Goodfellas. Yes, he's in the movie Goodfellas. He plays Vito. He's in the bar scene with late great Frank Vincent. When just before Frank Vincent gets his in the bar, yeah, that's Vito. He walks in, and they say to him, "Hi, Vito." And he says, "Hi." He really doesn't have many lines, but it's still a good act just the same, and it's still a good movie. And Vito recently filmed another movie with involving Joe Pesci and Robert De Niro, if I'm not mistaken, because he's mentioned it many times, and we don't know when that's going to come out. Hopefully it'll come out sometime this year. And if you're wondering where you heard the song and what movie you may have heard the song Little Star, well, think back to 1978. To the movie American Hot Wax. Yes, I know it's supposed to be about Alan Freed. It's somewhat about him, but not really about him. I mean, it's not a real truthful movie. It's a good movie, but it's not truthful. And they have a lot of good acts in that movie, and it's a good movie soundtrack, and the acting is good. It's also one of my favorite movies, too, if not really a truthful one. But American Hot Wax from 1978. That's a pretty good movie, and Vito's in that movie also. Okay, and anyway, let's continue with the next song is from 1960, and I tell you, it's got to have, I don't know about how you feel about it, but this song includes like the worst saxophone solo that I've ever heard put on a record. I mean, it sounds like the guy who played the sax, or whoever played the sax, it sounded like they came right out of music school or were thrown out of music school or something. But unfortunately, the late great lead died some years ago, and I'm talking about the late great Rosie Hamlin. So let's go back to 1960 and listen again for that saxophone solo. Please don't try to miss it, or else I will repeat it. But anyway, here is late great Rosie Hamlin and Rosie and the Originals and Angel Baby.